Ladies, did you know black women often experience menopause earlier and with stronger symptoms than any other group? That's right, next level hot flashes, mood swings, and sleepless nights. But don't sweat it. Menno Chill by Black Girl Vitamins is here to help. Packed with herbs like ashwagandha, it's specially designed to support perimenopausal and menopausal women just like you. Plus, it's 100% vegan and doctor approved. Feel balanced, cool, and in control every stage of the journey. Own your power and take on menopause like the queen that you are. Try Menno Chill by Black Girl Vitamins today and get 20% off by clicking our special link in the show notes. What up, power players? You're in the right place if you're ready to own your power. I'm Coach Simone Kelly, author, intuitive life coach, and Reiki master with Own Your Power Communications. Our content serves as your trusted guide to conscious living, intuitive wisdom, and personal growth. Today, I'm really happy to bring on my co-host, Nikki Clifton. Welcome back, Nikki.
Thank you so much, Simone. It feels good. We are back together again. Yes, I am ready for today's show and the topic, toxin-free living.
Yes, I am so excited. And for those who have been fans of the show for many years, we actually did a similar topic over 10 years ago. So it's definitely needing an updated version. We called it the killer in your cabinet. And you can't even say that word anymore on the internet. From what I hear, it's unalive in the cabinet. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm really excited because the guest that we have, I actually met on Instagram. So you want to read her bio and let us know a little bit about her?
Yeah, absolutely. Sha'ri Smyth is a certified holistic gut health nutritionist and certified holistic health coach who specializes in hormones and environmental toxins by helping women of color get to the root cause of their problems and break up with diet culture, unsustainable health practices, so that they can finally start to feel like themselves again and have the energy they once had in the past.
I love the breakup with diet culture. Welcome to the show, Shari.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, we need to spread the message, honey. And you look, all the stuff that you post is so educational. It also makes me not want to leave my house.
You know what? Leave your house. Sometimes it's better outdoor than it is indoor.
Right. That's true. So with that said, I wanted to say that the reason why I was really inspired by you is, there's so much information out there now with all the memes, with the videos, and experts like yourself shedding light on how we're being exposed to so many different things. And even something as simple as glass versus plastic, and just little things that we don't realize we've been using for many years that probably have been causing a lot of illnesses with many of us. What's troubling to me, and I've seen a lot of memes and I've shared to myself, the most is that the U.S. Is okay with a lot of these things. But when you go overseas, their ingredients are totally different. There are certain things that are banned, and it's just mind-boggling to me. So, Nikki, you're going to share some of the things that we found, and then we want Sha'ri to definitely expand on it. So, break it down, Nikki.
Yeah, absolutely. So on our list, we found a couple ones that were banned in the US, including chlorpyrifos. It is a pesticide that links to neurological harm. Bisphenol, that's used in plastics and is also linked to hormone disruption. Certain flame retardants, formaldehyde, I think that's in embalming fluid. And there are also certain food additives that Europe has banned.
It's funny when you said the bisphenol, is that how you say it?
I don't even know how to say it. There's certain things I don't even know how to say.
But I never knew what the whole word was, but I know BPA. Oh, it doesn't have any BPA.
Everyone knows BPA.
I just knew that was good. So I always look at the bottom of my bottles. Oh, it doesn't have any BPA. Oh, but sometimes we don't even know that's the truth. So with that said, since you're the expert in gut health, that's one of your expertise. Can you tell us some food ingredients that we should stay clear of, or just some foods in general?
So this is a slippery slope, and I think we have to start with who we're getting our information from, because it matters not only who you get your information from, but where they get their information from too. There is a lot a lot of misinformation on social media to the point where sometimes I have to put my phone down and walk away.
Wow.
We have doctors on social media that aren't actually licensed to practice medicine, but because they earn their doctorate, they can still say doctor on social media. And they're telling people fruit is bad, do not shower, don't use soap, don't use shampoo, don't use toothpaste. Oh yeah, they'll walk into the store with no shoes. I don't know what happened to the whole no shirt, no shoes, no service, but there are legitimate doctors on social media that are educating people. This particular one that I'm talking about, he was very big on the carnivore diet, and this past November was interviewed on a podcast. I can't remember the name of the podcast, but he stated that that's no longer a diet that he believes in because it was lowering his testosterone level and causing all these problems that he didn't realize until he went and had his blood work done. The problem is when he gets back on social media, he's still saying something different.
Whoa.
And this is the information and he's got millions of followers.
Wow.
This is why this information really matters, because doctors, the best ones in the world, only have 7 hours of environmental toxin training, and most of that is geared towards nutrition. A lot of people go to their doctors and they express their concerns with their weight, their health, their migraines, lack of having a bowel movement, all of these things. And unfortunately, the doctors tell them something like, just take this laxative, just take this supplement, or just take this,
prescription.
Ibuprofen, for instance. I can go to the dollar store and get ibuprofen. Why do I need your prescription? Like, these are questions that we need to ask doctors sometimes because we don't really know how it benefits us. Sometimes it's just benefiting them. But we have to be mindful where they're getting their information from. So doctors are supposed to refer you to a nutritionist or a registered dietitian, and most of them don't, because they don't want to be in the predicament to say, I don't know. Let me bring somebody else in to help you.
Right.
So when it comes to what foods we should avoid, moldy foods, foods that are causing you to have gas, bloating, draining you of energy, foods that you're allergic to, those are the main foods you should stay away from.
Well, back up. What's moldy foods? Give me an example. What is that? Like mushrooms?
No, not like fungus, not like mushroom. I mean like bread that's moldy.
Oh yeah, got it. That's common sense. Hopefully.
That's what I'm saying. So in regards to nutrition, you want to fuel your body. Your body needs fuel. Don't go out and think that if you avoid keto, you're going to, do keto and avoid carbs, you're going to lose 50 pounds. That's not necessarily true. You can actually end up gaining 50 pounds. So you want to find someone that can help you determine what your symptoms are and what you should personally be avoiding and what you should be adding if you're intaking enough protein, enough fiber, enough healthy fats, because all those things matter, but they're also individualized. This is why I say diets have the word die in it for a reason. Healthy has the word heal for a reason. We have to learn to stop dieting and start healing. Right. Your journey of healing is going to be different than my journey of healing. Now, in regards to food additives, this is a huge one that goes around. We'll just use red dye 40, for instance. Everybody says it's in US products and it's banned in Europe. Truth is, it's not banned in Europe. It just has a different name. A lot of people are under the impression that these things are banned, and they're not necessarily banned. They just have different names. And so fundamentally, Europe and America are the same in regards to food.
But what about the ingredients? Like I had seen somebody post, it was oatmeal, Quaker oats or whatever, and it was totally different ingredients, and it was way less. America had like let's say 30, and then Europe had maybe 15 or 10.
Something like that. Yeah, I would pay attention to that. But it's also calculated by what ingredients they actually use, what ingredients they have access to, what ingredients we don't. There are certain things that should not be in our food. Don't get me wrong. So if you're going to get an oatmeal, don't get the already made with apples and cinnamons and oatmeal. Get a good old big bag of valued oats that just has oats in it, and spend a couple minutes and make it yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's things like that, and people are like, oh, well, it's cheaper, and it's not cheaper, when you break it down, price per usage, it's not cheaper. We just have to realize that we are so conditioned to live in a microwave world, and we're lazy. We don't want to be called lazy, but we are lazy. We want the quick way out. And it is a lot quicker to rip open a bag, throw it in a bowl, pour some milk in, and shove it in the microwave and walk away, rather than take the time to learn how to make a proper bowl of oatmeal.
I've had fitness trainers that told me not to do the instant and then to make my own. Like that's definitely like ones that are good. They'll tell you, they'll break it down for you. Nikki, you got some more questions? Hit us with the other questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, that segues right into the next question. We wanted you to clarify the difference between organic and natural products, and what advice could you offer our listeners for effectively deciphering those food labels?
So natural and organic is going to be different when it comes to skincare products or cleaning products. Like those are kind of going to go grouped together rather than food. So in regards to food, organic means, it does not mean that it's pesticide free. I want to set the record straight. I think a lot of people are under the impression it's got to be healthier, it's pesticide free. No, they're more natural pesticides, let's put it that way. Okay. So there's still pesticides. So I don't care if you're buying organic strawberries, get your booty in the house, and you still need to clean it properly. Don't be eating it right out the plastic container.
Well, I can't stand seeing people do that in the supermarket. And
please don't put your produce back in the container that it came in after you washed it. Like that is a huge no. Like no. You have no idea who has touched it, who has sneezed on it, who's dug in their nose, dug in their booty, dug in their kids, and hasn't changed and washed their hands, and they touching all the produce, and you buying it just because it's organic, and you eating the grapes right out the bag in the grocery store. Like, common sense. It's gross, guys. It's just knock it off.
That's a sound bite right there. I see people do it all the time.
I do too. And I think as kids, we did it too, because our mom would be like, just take this grape and just sit down. You'll be fine. We in a grocery store, you'll be fine when we get home. But when a product is natural, that means that it is using things like olive oil, aloe, more earth-friendly food, things from the ground, things that are naturally grown, naturally occurring foods and minerals and things. That's what the term natural means. And that applies with food or skincare. Okay. In regards to organic, it gets a little bit tricky. A food or even a product that is skincare or cleaning can have one ingredient in it that is organic, and the whole label can be organic.
You have got to be kidding me.
No. So people think that the whole entire product is organic.
Tricked.
It's marketing 101. So when the one product is organic, it should actually be labeled with an asterisk on the back. And it'll tell you that that singular product is organic. And it's normally not the first one or two product ingredients. It's normally in the middle somewhere. But if they have one organic ingredient, the whole thing can be labeled as organic.
Wow.
Which is not true. It's not an organic product. So you have to be mindful. And I tell people all the time, if buying organic produce is going to put you in the negative, if it's going to stress your pocketbook, I would rather you buy regular produce than organic, because you need to be fed. You don't need to be broke trying to eat a lifestyle that you can't live with. You know, there are things that we have to unlearn. And I get a lot of clients that come to me and they'll say, I just have the stubborn belly fat and I need to lose it. I have no energy in the morning. I poop twice a week and I need to know what I have to do. And I start asking them all types of questions and they're like, well, wait a minute. My doctor doesn't even ask that many questions. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You're not getting the proper answers when you go to your doctor. So I'm digging deeper. And so I'll ask them, when do you go to sleep? How do you go to sleep? Like, what is your routine in the morning when you go to sleep? What do you eat in the morning to fuel your body? What do you eat for snacks? What do you eat, for these periods of time? And then when I get to, what are you using in your home? What do you mean? What am I using? What are you using to clean your produce with? What are you using to wash your dishes with? What are you using to, vacuum your floor? All these questions. They don't understand the connection between.
That's a good question. No, that's our next question. We were going to ask you related to things in the home. I've seen a lot of cool tips online, like, again, who knows if they're accurate, but like, using lemon and vinegar and different things to clean your home versus using toxic things. Can you give us a couple of like maybe your favorite go-tos that we can use at home? Because we all need it.
Yeah. So, when it gets to learning what it takes to be healthy, you have to take a look at environmental factors, because the way that I see it and the way that science has shown it, you cannot be healthy if you're overlooking the things that are making you unhealthy. If you have been doing the same thing and you're exactly where you are, then something along that journey is causing you conflict. And if there are environmental toxins and chemicals and things inside of your home that you're breathing in, I call it air backwash. And if there are things that are environmental toxins and chemicals that are affecting your food, then how is it that people are prioritizing food over environmental factors? You can't, because food doesn't determine environmental factors, but environmental factors determines the quality of your food.
Well, can you give us some things that we can use?
So,
give me like a tip of something you use to clean, like in your house.
Don't like my home smelling like a douche, so I don't like a lot of vinegar products.
Okay.
I can't deal with the smell, but you can. It depends on the surface. But you want to make sure that if you're using you don't mix vinegar and baking soda. That's a huge one that people love to do. And
really?
Yeah, it creates carbon dioxide.
Oh God, I'm poisoning myself.
Yeah,
I do it all the time to wash vegetables.
It just
I thought that you would wash vegetables like that. No? Okay.
It's fancy bubbles. It's basic biology, chemistry. I don't know. We learned it in something.
It was elementary chemistry when we made volcanoes.
I guess I didn't take that class.
You were out in the hallway going to the bathroom.
That part.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you're separating things. For instance, if you want to make a homemade dishwasher pod, you can take a little bit of Castile soap. You can take some baking soda and citric acid, and you can create your own pods inside of a ice cube tray. Let it dry out in air overnight, and there you go. So it's really simple and basic things that you can put together. A lot of citric acid can be used. You can use lemon, essential oils, but the quality of your essential oils does matter. All essential oils are not created equal. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of companies out here that are network marketing, and no offense to anybody that does network marketing. I used to do it back in the day, putting myself through school, but a lot of them are crap. Yeah. So, and I wish there used to be a thing online. It got rid of it during COVID because it was so bad, but they actually used to put all the injury report lists for essential oils online that you could access. And so you started to learn about these MLMs that were selling expensive oils. They were laced with, and I've taken aromatherapy classes, so I know the quality of these oils. You can actually test them at home for purity, but they're mixed with the oil that you put in your car, that your car needs, not gas, the stuff in the front in the engine. Antifreeze.
Yeah. Ooh.
They can be mixed with antifreeze. They can be mixed with water. They can be mixed with a carrier oil, such as coconut oil or like shea oil or something like that. They could be mixed with a vegetable oil. Wow. A lot of the oils on the market are not what they claim to be.
So Sha'ri, speaking of carrying things, talk a little bit about how important, or is it important, to remove your outside shoes before you come in the house or just as you enter your living space to minimize toxin exposure?
It's very important. On the bottom of your shoes, you have pesticides, you've got pet urine, you've got people's germs, you have fecal matter from pets, you have food, you have anything that is out in the air that you would not want to physically touch with your hand. It's on the bottom of your shoe.
Talking and spitting in the street like
people spitting, boogies, like all types of stuff.
Sorry, Nikki.
In a smush diaper where you stepped and you stepping in it and have no idea that it was just there. And so, and you have, like I was saying, pesticides, insect killer stuff, and you're bringing that into your home. So you want to take off your shoes. And you don't want to walk in your home with those shoes or allow other people to, because that's then not only going out into your carpet or your hardwood floors, but it's getting on your baseboards, in your paint, into the air.
Oh, wow. I never thought of that.
And you're breathing that in.
Yeah. And if you have animals, they're walking all over, then they're laying in bed with you, or some of them. Your baby's crawling on the floor. Yeah.
Socks.
I've been anal about that for many years. It started off not just from dirt, but I had a rug, and when I used to have parties in my house, people's high heels would jack up my rug. So that's how it started. And then I was like, well, it's also dirty. It got dirtier from people's feet. But if you look at all different cultures, like a lot of Asian cultures, they don't play that. Like they shoes off for you.
It's disrespectful.
Exactly. So I'm thankful we're gonna use this soundbite because we need to share this with the world.
Yeah, I mean, and I know people that get in the bed with their socks on, and it drives me bonkers. I'm like, I wear socks in the house, but take them off before you get in your bed. Like, what is wrong with you? You have all that crap that's in your carpet, in your rugs, in your hardwood floor, your kitchen floor. You taking the kitchen trash can and taking it across the kitchen. Like, all types of stuff happens in the day where all these things are accumulating, and you're putting them in your bed. You already got dust mites in your bed. Like, why do you want to add that?
No, I didn't want to know that part.
You must not have seen my reel I did last week.
I probably didn't, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah, dust mites are a real thing.
Well, with that said, we actually have to start wrapping up, Sha'ri. So can you tell us how someone can benefit with a session with you, and how can they reach you?
I can be reached at sharismyth.com. That's SHARISMYTH.com. And you can also find me on Instagram. I have a Facebook group for women of color called Brown Girls Going Natural.
We can join? Anybody can join?
I just want to answer the questions when you come in, so that way you'll get your email. I send you a detox your home email, and I also send out weekly meal plan ideas that you can have, and along with the recipe, so that way you have ideas of things that you can cook throughout the week.
Yeah. Welcome to the family. That's what I'm saying, because we're going to use you again for sure.
No problem. I'm here. But you can also find me on Instagram. I like to get to the root cause of it. I like to address what is going on. I do not address the symptoms. I address the person, because everybody experiences symptoms differently. Two people with PCOS are not going to experience the same symptoms, have the same problems. You know, I just actually helped two women with PCOS. One is having trouble losing weight. The other is having trouble gaining weight. Wow. So, you know, you want to make sure that you are getting the help that you need. And whenever you talk to a nutritionist or health coach or something, you want to make sure that they're listening to you and you feel heard. So that's one of the things that I strive to do. I ask a lot of questions. I have a health form, and I create a customized plan. So it's going to help get you to where you want to be, so you can start waking up with energy and feeling better, because you deserve it. Nobody deserves to feel like they're not important enough just because their health is declining. I've been there, was given a year to live, and we're almost 20 years later.
Was that from something?
Yeah, so back in 2007, 2008, I was told that I didn't have much longer to live. I dropped down to 95 pounds. I was a single parent. I was experiencing migraines. I couldn't keep food down. They told me I had an eating disorder. They told me I had a pinched nerve. They told me that it was just stress and anxiety and all these things that I had dealt with before, but that wasn't the problem. And I actually went to a holistic rheumatologist, and that's how I figured out that I had lupus. My liver was failing, and I was not doing well at all. My health was really seriously declining, and I was in school. I had to pause going to school. And I was afraid for my life. I really was. Wow. I was afraid. And so that started my journey to healing. My journey was very selfish. It was about me. But now I get the chance to help other people heal themselves.
You gave me goosebumps. Thank you so much for being here. And I have a couple of friends, very, very close friends, that have lupus. I'm definitely going to invite them to the group and share. And anybody else that has any other things going on that want to just be educated. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for listening to my inbox, because she has a lot of followers, Nikki. I ain't listening. No, a lot of followers. Let them see my inbox request was I'm honored. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here and appreciate it. I'll come back anytime, and hopefully we can sit and chat more. And I hope you guys have a great evening.
Thank you. All right. Take care, Sha'ri.
Bye-bye. Right. Good night.
Bye. All right. Woo. That was a good guess, huh? All right.
That was good.
We learned a lot. Thanks again for listening. If you like the show, want to learn more about holistic living, make sure you check out the episodes that I posted below in the show notes.
If you enjoyed this show, please go ahead and give us a 5-star rating on whichever platform you're listening to us on. Be sure to subscribe as well. We would love to hear from you.
Definitely. And to learn more about what I do with intuitive life coaching, Reiki, or any retreats that I do, just go to ownyourpower.biz. I'm here to help you awaken, heal, and transform. Thanks for being a part of the Own Your Power tribe. We will continue to be your guide to conscious living, empowerment, and personal growth. Follow me at Own Your Power on IG, and you can also follow me on Own Your Power Radio on Facebook, and join our mailing list at ownyourpower.biz. Remember, anything you want is attainable.
Own your power.
Our
Ladies, did you know Black women often experience menopause earlier and with stronger symptoms than any other group? That's right, next level hot flashes, mood swings, and sleepless nights. But don't sweat it. Menno Chill by Black Girl Vitamins is here to help. Packed with herbs like ashwagandha, it's specially designed to support perimenopausal and menopausal women just like you. Plus, it's 100% vegan and doctor approved. Feel balanced, cool, and in control every stage of the journey. Own your power and take on menopause like the queen that you are. Try Menno Chill by Black Girl Vitamins today and get 20% off by clicking our special link in the show notes.